Non-Canadians. What comes to mind when you hear the word Canada? As of this afternoon, house hippos. I once heard they drop syrup on snow to make some kind of frozen popsicles. That's what comes to mind. Driving over the border to go to the bar when you turn 19. Primarily the Red Green Show. It screened in Australia years ago and was the first Canadian production I remember seeing. I still think about the episode where he made a moped from a chainsaw and a bicycle in Handyman Corner.
Frigaflehi.
Goose.
I'm Swedish, and based on American pop culture I have always assumed it was like here but a lot bigger. That candy made of snow and maple syrup. Grizzly bears and poutine. Hockey, syrup, jean jackets, geese, and a surprising number of sexy celebrity men named Ryan. Me and the other Canadians being confused that we are on AskReddit. Damn, ain't nobody heard of Terry Fox? Liberators. I am Dutch, and my town amongst large parts of the Netherlands were liberated by Canadians. On Remembrance, Liberation Day, we do not just have Dutch flags flying but also Canadian flags. The flag. The first line of the anthem. And of course how nice they are. Everyone saying they're sick of hearing how nice they are and claiming they aren't nice. Why? Nearly everyone I've ever met who's been there has a story of someone being extremely nice. Not just polite. I lived in Toronto for a few months as an 18-year-old, and it was the first time I'd ever seen a subway system. I loved it. But it was confusing at first early on. I got lost on my way to school, and some guy in his 30s, clearly on his way somewhere important, dressed in a suit, had a briefcase, stopped and asked me if I needed help. I was meek and said no. But he insisted and took me to a nearby map. He asked where I was going and explained everything about the lines and times and just everything. I expected him to then hit on me or something inappropriate. But no. Once he was done, he said good luck and continued on as though he hadn't just given up 10 minutes of his time. I'll never forget that experience. Cold. I also think of the group of Canadians I met at a festival once, calling themselves the A-Team. And they taught me to goose it out when looking for your group in a crowd. I still use that as my signal when looking for friends. It always works. ETA. I'm sorry y'all. I didn't mean to leave you hanging with goose it out. I will save you the effort of looking through the comments. Hand high in the air. Make the shape of a goose head with your hand. And turn at the wrist so it looks like the goose is searching. Helps you find each other when you get split up in a group, because it's a unique signal when everyone else is just waving their hands. ETA. Yes. Again. I know it isn't a Canadian thing. Peeps. Chill. It was just a group of Canadians in a silly, goofy mood that came up with a unique signal to find each other when separated at a music festival. They weren't trying to make anyone think it's a thing. They weren't trying to prank anyone. They were just sharing their fun with us, and I really liked it. The association is more about the rad guys I met and less about the signal they shared with me.
Rush.
The kids in the hall. The Canadian flag, and then Ryan Reynolds. American traveling to BC. I watched a very drunk Canadian man get into an argument over hockey with a police officer who was standing outside in a busy bar district. The man struck the officer closed fist in the face. Now, as an American, what happened next was a true miracle. The officer held the man down to the sidewalk and made him apologize. After several minutes, the man resigned. Apologized. The officer got him up and told him to go home. The man began to leave but then explained he was too drunk to drive. Officer took him home. I was baffled. Truly. What a terribly Canadian scene. I still think about this. Face with monocle. You got a problem with Canada Gooses, you got a problem with me. And I suggest you let that one marinate.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.